God says, "You've been warned. Don't overlook this." You are not hearing this by accident, and you are not here by coincidence, because I have brought you to this very moment for a reason that carries deep weight for your life and your future. I am telling you plainly and without delay that you have already been warned, and this warning is not empty. It is filled with truth, urgency, and protection meant to guide your steps before something important shifts around you. I speak to you now because there are moments when silence would cost you peace, and I refuse to let you walk blindly when my voice can lead you into safety and understanding. This is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken you, because what you overlook today could shape what you face tomorrow, and I desire to prepare you rather than leave you unguarded. Type Amen if you trust God. The warning you have received is not a punishment, it is an act of love that refuses to let you fall into harm without direction or awareness. I see every path before you, even the ones you cannot yet recognize, and I know where distractions, wrong choices, and hidden dangers may try to pull you away from the life I have prepared for you. You may have felt small nudges, quiet thoughts, or even discomfort in certain situations, and those were not random feelings but gentle signs from me trying to redirect your steps. When I say do not overlook this, I am calling your attention to those moments you brushed aside, because they carry meaning that can protect you, guide you, and lead you into something better than what you currently see. There is something forming around you, not to destroy you, but to test your awareness, your obedience, and your trust in me as your guide. I do not abandon those I love, and I do not leave you without direction when something important is unfolding in your life. The warning is your shield, and the awareness is your strength, and together they become a path that keeps you from stepping into unnecessary pain. You have been chosen to hear this because I see your heart, and I know that even in your struggles, you desire truth, protection, and a deeper connection with me that goes beyond what you have known before. Pause for a moment and gently show your support by liking this video, because your simple action can help this reach someone else who is quietly waiting for a sign of hope and guidance in their life. What I am asking from you is not complicated, but it requires attention, sincerity, and a willingness to listen beyond your usual thoughts. There are things you have been ignoring, decisions you have delayed, and feelings you have tried to silence, and I am bringing them back to your awareness because they matter more than you realize. I am not asking you to live in fear, but to walk with awareness that keeps you steady even when life feels uncertain or overwhelming. When you choose to listen, you begin to notice how I guide you through small moments, quiet whispers, and unexpected clarity that gently shapes your path without forcing you. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels like you have been carrying too much on your own shoulders. I am with you in every step, watching over you with care that does not fade, even when you feel distant or unsure. The warning is a reminder that I am still actively involved in your life, still speaking, still guiding, and still protecting you in ways you may not fully see yet. Do not let doubt silence the truth that you are being watched over with deep love and intention, because I have not forgotten you, and I will not leave you unprotected. There are people, situations, and choices around you that require your attention now more than before. And I am bringing this to your awareness so you can move with wisdom instead of confusion. You may feel a shift inside you, a growing sense that something needs to change or be handled differently, and that feeling is not without purpose. I am guiding you to act with clarity, to step back when necessary, and to move forward when the moment is right, because every step matters more than you think. When you honor this warning, you align yourself with a path that keeps you from unnecessary struggle and leads you toward peace that is built on truth and guidance. I know the weight you have been carrying, the the silent battles you have faced, and the moments when you felt uncertain about what comes next. I see your heart, and I understand your fears, but I also see your strength and the future that is still waiting for you. This warning is not the end of something good, but the beginning of something clearer, safer, and more aligned with the life I have planned for you. Do not overlook this, because within it is the direction that can shift everything in your favor, even if you cannot fully see it yet. You must remain steady, aware, and open, because this moment is not small, and it carries a weight that reaches into your future in ways you cannot yet fully understand. I am not repeating myself without purpose, but strengthening what has already been placed in your heart, so that it becomes clear and firm within you. You may have already begun to notice small changes around you, subtle shifts in how things feel, how people act, and how situations unfold in your daily life. These are not random movements, but signs that something is adjusting, something is aligning, and something is revealing what was once hidden from your sight. I am opening your awareness so you can see with clarity rather than confusion, and so you can move with confidence instead of hesitation. When you stay attentive to these changes, you begin to understand that nothing is happening without meaning, and nothing is outside of my sight. Type 222 to receive blessings. Could a hidden 7-minute sound wave be the reason why some 80-year-olds still have sharper memory and faster thinking than people half their age? A newly revealed neurowave technique is helping thousands unlock sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking, and learning from home. This simple 7-second ritual, paired with a powerful audio frequency, is said to reactivate your superbrain wave. Over 19,389 people claim they noticed mental changes after just 7 minutes a day. Click the link in the comments below before it's deleted forever. There are paths you once thought were right that are now being gently pulled away from you, and this is not loss but protection guiding you towards something better. You may feel a sense of discomfort when certain doors close or when certain connections begin to weaken, but do not mistake this for rejection or abandonment. I am clearing what no longer serves your purpose, and I am doing it in a way that keeps you from walking into something that would have brought confusion or harm. Trust that when something is removed, it is because something greater is being prepared in its place. You are being positioned for clarity, and clarity requires letting go of what clouds your vision and distracts your spirit from what truly matters. There are habits, thoughts, and patterns that have quietly held you back, and this warning is also a call to release them with courage and intention. I am not asking you to become perfect, but to become aware, because awareness opens the door for change that leads to growth and peace. When you choose to let go of what weighs you down, you create space for my guidance to move freely within your life. Type 555 if you trust in Jesus. I see the struggles you have faced, the silent prayers you have carried, and the moments when you felt like nothing was changing despite your effort and faith. Those moments were not unseen, and they were not ignored, because I have been working behind what you could not yet perceive. The warning you hear now is connected to those prayers, because I am guiding you out of cycles that kept you waiting and into a path where movement begins to happen with purpose. You are not stuck, even if it once felt that way, because I am leading you into progress that reflects the faith you have held on to. There is also a need for you to guard your peace more carefully, because not everything around you deserves your energy or attention. Some voices bring confusion, some situations bring unnecessary stress, and some influences quietly pull you away from the clarity I am trying to give you. I am asking you to become more selective, more intentional, and more grounded in what you allow into your heart and mind. When you protect your peace, you protect the space where my guidance speaks most clearly to you. You have been given strength that you have not fully recognized yet, and this moment is drawing that strength forward so you can stand firm in what you know is right. There may be moments where you feel uncertain, but do not let uncertainty turn into fear, because fear clouds the truth that I am still in control. I am leading you step by step, not rushing you, not overwhelming you, but guiding you in a way that builds your confidence and deepens your trust. Every step you take with awareness becomes a step that moves you closer to the life I have prepared for you. I am also calling you to slow down in certain areas of your life, because rushing can cause you to miss what is important and overlook what needs your attention. There is wisdom in pausing, in reflecting, and in listening before you act, because clarity grows in moments where you allow yourself to be still. You do not need to force outcomes or chase what is not meant for you, because what is aligned with you will meet you without struggle or confusion. Trust the timing that I am placing in your life, because it is working in your favor even when it feels quiet or slow. Do not overlook the small signs, the quiet moments, and the gentle nudges, because they are often where my voice is most present and most clear. I do not always speak in loud or dramatic ways, but in ways that reach your heart with calm and certainty. When you learn to recognize these moments, you begin to walk with confidence that is not shaken by external noise or temporary challenges. This is how you stay grounded, protected, and aligned with what I am doing in your life. You are moving into a season where your awareness will shape your experience, and your choices will carry more impact than before. This is why the warning matters, because it prepares you to respond with wisdom instead of reacting with emotion or confusion. You have the ability to choose what aligns with your peace, what strengthens your spirit, and what keeps you on the path that leads to growth and fulfillment. I am guiding you so that your choices reflect the truth you are now beginning to understand. Hold on to this truth as you move forward, because it will continue to guide you even when things around you change. I am with you in every moment, steady and present, leading you through what you see and what you do not yet see. I am allowing you to sense this change so that you prepare your heart and your mind to move wisely, not carelessly, and to respond with faith instead of uncertainty. This is where many lose their direction, not because they are weak, but because they overlook what was already shown to them. The warning continues because there are still layers you have not fully understood, and I desire for you to grasp them clearly so you can walk without confusion. There are decisions approaching you that may appear small on the outside, yet they carry weight that reaches further than you expect. When you take them lightly, you risk stepping into delays and struggles that were never meant to be part of your journey. When you take them seriously and seek my guidance, you begin to see how each choice becomes a stepping stone that leads you into peace and alignment with my will for your life. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. Why over 19,389 people suddenly listening to a mysterious 7-minute genius song every day? A shocking brainwave discovery claims this neurowave activates hidden mental abilities that's already inside your brain. People report sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking and learning after using this simple daily ritual. Some even say it helped them escape brain fog and mental exhaustion. Click the link in the comments below before it vanishes. You are not being asked to live in fear of what is ahead, but to live in awareness of what matters right now. Fear would push you into panic, but awareness draws you into calm understanding and steady movement. I am not sending you into darkness without light, but leading you with clarity that grows stronger the more you listen and respond. When you trust what I am showing you, even when it feels unfamiliar, you begin to walk with a confidence that is not shaken by what others say or what circumstances try to present. There are moments when you will feel the urge to return to old ways, to familiar patterns that once gave you comfort, even if they did not bring you peace. This is where the warning becomes your anchor, reminding you that what is familiar is not always what is right for you now. I am calling you forward, not backward, and I am guiding you into a place where your growth cannot be stopped by old habits or outdated thinking. You must recognize that comfort is not always a sign of alignment, and discomfort is not always a sign of danger, because sometimes growth requires you to step beyond what you have known. Type 1515 to affirm. There is also something within your environment that requires your discernment, because not everything that appears good carries the truth that you need. You may encounter situations that seem right at first glance, but something within you will quietly signal that it is not fully aligned with your path. That inner signal is not to be ignored, because it is part of how I guide you when words are not spoken aloud. When you honor that feeling, you protect yourself from stepping into confusion, and you keep your path clear of unnecessary burdens. I know that you have been searching for answers, for clarity, and for a sense of direction that feels certain and steady. This is why I am speaking to you in this way. Not to overwhelm you, but to ground you in truth that brings stability to your steps. You do not need to have every detail figured out, and you do not need to see the entire path ahead. What you need is to trust the guidance you are receiving now, because it is enough to carry you through this moment and into the next with peace. There is a strengthening happening within you, even if you have not fully noticed it yet, and it is preparing you to stand firm when challenges arise. You have already come through situations that tested your patience, your faith, and your endurance, and those experiences were not wasted. They have built something inside you that is now ready to be used, something that allows you to face what comes with a steadiness that did not exist before. You are not the same person you were before, and this warning is meeting you at a time when you are ready to understand it more deeply. I am also guiding you to pay attention to your words, because what you speak carries power that shapes your mindset and influences your path. When you speak with doubt, you create weight that slows your movement, but when you speak with faith, you create momentum that aligns you with what I am doing. Be mindful of how you speak about your situation, your future, and yourself, because your words either support the direction I am leading you or resist it. Choose to speak in a way that reflects trust, even when you are still learning to fully understand. There is a quiet protection surrounding you, even in moments where you feel uncertain or alone, and it is stronger than anything that tries to come against you. I am placing barriers where you cannot see them, redirecting paths you did not realize were dangerous, and creating openings where you thought there were none. This is how I work in your life, often unseen, yet always intentional and precise. The warning is simply bringing your awareness to what I am already doing, so you can cooperate with it instead of resisting it. As you continue forward, remember that you are not expected to carry everything on your own strength, because I am your strength when yours feels limited. You are not expected to understand everything immediately, because understanding unfolds as you walk with me. What you are asked to do is remain open, remain attentive, and remain willing to trust what is being revealed to you step by step. This is how you move through uncertainty without losing your peace, and this is how you grow into the person you are meant to become. Do not overlook what you have been shown, even if it feels small or easy to ignore, because those small things often hold the key to greater clarity and direction. I am speaking to you through moments that may seem ordinary, but they carry meaning that becomes clear when you pay attention. I am calling you out of that cycle now, not with harshness, but with a steady voice that reminds you that you are capable of listening, understanding, and acting with wisdom. This moment is different because you are being invited to respond instead of overlook, to recognize instead of dismiss, and to step forward instead of staying still. There are layers within this warning that are unfolding gradually, and each layer is revealing something you need to understand before the next step becomes clear. You are not being rushed, but you are being guided with intention, and that intention is to position you where peace can grow without interruption. When you overlook even one small part of what you are being shown, it can create a delay that keeps you from stepping fully into what is meant for you. I am not trying to burden you with pressure, but to help you see that your awareness matters more than you may have believed before. Type 1212 if you believe. What if your brain already contains a hidden power waiting to be activated in just 7 seconds? A NASA-trained neuroscientist recently revealed a strange brain ritual inspired by Tesla research that is helping ordinary people unlock sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking, and learning. Combined with a 7-minute neurowave sound, thousands say they felt mentally sharper almost immediately. Click the link in the comments below before this secret disappears from the internet. You are entering a space where discernment becomes your strength, because not everything that comes toward you carries the same purpose or truth. There are voices that may try to influence your thinking, situations that may try to pull your attention, and opportunities that may appear appealing, but lack the depth of alignment you truly need. This is where your awareness must remain steady, because you are no longer in a place where you can move without thinking or choose without reflecting. I am guiding you to pause, to sense, and to understand before you step forward, because that is where clarity is formed. Type 333 to claim divine protection. There is also something within your own thoughts that needs your attention, because the way you think has quietly shaped the way you move. You have carried doubts, questions, and uncertainties that have slowed your progress, even when the path was already opening before you. I am bringing those thoughts into the light now, so that you can see them clearly and begin to release what no longer serves your growth. You are not meant to be held back by fear or hesitation, because I have given you a strength that rises when you choose to trust what I am showing you. You may notice that certain situations are repeating themselves in a different form, and this is not coincidence, but an opportunity for you to respond differently than before. What you once overlooked is now returning to your awareness, not to trouble you, but to give you the chance to choose with wisdom this time. When you recognize this, you break the cycle that once kept you in confusion, and you step into a new pattern that leads to clarity and peace. This is how transformation begins, not through sudden change, but through steady awareness and intentional response. I am also guiding you to be mindful of your energy, because where you place your focus determines how you feel and how you move. When you give too much attention to what drains you, you weaken your ability to see clearly and act wisely. When you shift your focus toward what strengthens you, what brings peace, and what aligns with truth, you begin to feel a difference that supports your growth. This is not about avoiding challenges, but about choosing where your attention rests so that you remain grounded even when difficulties arise. There is something important about timing that you are beginning to understand, and it is changing the way you approach your decisions and actions. You may have once rushed into situations or delayed when action was needed, but now you are being guided to move with balance and awareness. Timing is not about control, but about alignment. And when you move in alignment, things begin to unfold with a flow that feels natural and steady. Trust that I am guiding your timing, even when it feels slower or faster than you expected, because it is always working in your favor. You are also being called to strengthen your connection with me in a more intentional way, because that connection is where your clarity and peace are rooted. When you take time to be still, to listen, and to reflect, you create space for my guidance to become clearer in your life. This is not something that requires perfection, but sincerity, because I respond to a heart that is open and willing. When you draw closer, you begin to understand that you are never without direction, even when the path ahead is not fully visible. There may be moments where you feel uncertain about what to do next, and in those moments, I am asking you to remain calm instead of rushing into action. Clarity often comes in stillness, not in hurried movement, and when you allow yourself to pause, you create space for understanding to rise. You do not need to force answers or chase clarity, because it will come to you as you remain open and attentive. This is how you move with confidence, even when you do not have every detail in front of you. I see your desire to do what is right, to make choices that lead to peace, and to move in a way that aligns with your purpose. That desire is not unnoticed, and it is part of what makes you ready to receive this guidance now. You are not being left to figure everything out on your own, because I am walking with you, step by step, guiding you through what you see and what you do not yet see. This is a journey of growth, awareness, and trust, and you are moving through it with strength that continues to build within you. Do not overlook what is being placed before you, even if it feels simple or easy to ignore, because those moments often carry the guidance you need the most. I am speaking through situations, through thoughts, and through the quiet awareness that rises within you when something needs your attention. This is one of those moments, and that is why my voice continues to reach for you, steady and persistent, so that you remain aware of what is unfolding. You have been warned because I care for you, and I desire that you move forward with clarity instead of confusion, with peace instead of regret. There is something within you that has already recognized this truth, even before you fully understood it, because your spirit can sense when something important is taking place. You may have felt a quiet tension, a gentle pull, or even a sense that you need to slow down and pay attention more carefully than before. That feeling is not without purpose, and it is not something to ignore or dismiss, because it is part of how I guide you when words alone are not enough. When you honor that inner awareness, you begin to walk in alignment with what I am revealing, and you protect yourself from stepping into what was never meant for you. Type 444 to stay aligned. Have you heard about the secret neurowave that allegedly awakens a hidden super brain wave inside your mind? A surprising brain study claims this safe 7-second ritual can help improve sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking, and learning naturally. Over 19,389 people worldwide are already using this short, 7-minute sound session daily. People who once struggled with brain fog now say they feel more focused and mentally alert. Click the link in the comments below before it disappears forever. There are influences around you that may seem harmless, but they carry a subtle effect that can lead you away from the clarity you are being given. Not everything that feels comfortable is meant to remain in your life, and not everything that appears beneficial will bring lasting peace. This is where your discernment becomes essential, because you are being asked to look beyond appearances and sense what truly aligns with your growth. I am not removing your ability to choose, but I am strengthening your ability to recognize what is right so that your choices become wiser and more grounded. Type 888 to welcome guidance. You are also being guided to release the need to control every outcome, because control can sometimes close the very doors that are meant to open for you. There are things I am arranging beyond your sight, aligning circumstances in ways you cannot yet fully understand, and these arrangements require your trust more than your control. When you hold too tightly to your own expectations, you create resistance that blocks the flow of what is being prepared for you. When you release that grip and allow things to unfold with trust, you begin to experience a movement that feels natural, steady, and guided. There may be moments when you feel like nothing is happening, when everything seems still or uncertain, but those moments are not empty. They are spaces where preparation is taking place, where clarity is forming, and where your strength is quietly being built. Do not mistake stillness for absence, because I am present even in the quiet, working in ways that do not always show themselves immediately. This is where your patience becomes important, because what is being formed in these moments will support you in what comes next. You are not being asked to carry fear, but to carry awareness that strengthens your ability to move with intention. Fear would cause you to rush, to doubt, and to lose your sense of direction, but awareness keeps you grounded, steady, and connected to my guidance. I am not placing you in a position where you must struggle to find your way, but leading you in a way that becomes clearer the more you remain attentive. This is a path of growth, not confusion, and it is shaped by your willingness to listen and respond. There are also connections in your life that require your attention, because not every relationship is meant to continue in the same way it has before. Some connections are meant to grow stronger, some are meant to change, and some are meant to gently fade so that space can be created for what aligns with your future. This is not something to approach with fear or resistance, but with understanding that every connection carries a purpose for a season. When that purpose is fulfilled, I guide you forward so that your life continues to align with what is ahead. You may feel moments of hesitation as you recognize these shifts, because change often brings uncertainty, even when it leads to something better. I understand that hesitation, and I meet you in it with patience and guidance, not pressure or force. You are allowed to take your steps with care, to process what you are experiencing, and to move at a pace that allows you to remain grounded. What matters is not how quickly you move, but how consciously and intentionally you respond to what is being shown to you. There is also a need for you to strengthen your trust in yourself, because I have placed within you the ability to recognize what is right when you are aligned with my guidance. You may have doubted your own instincts in the past, turning away from what you sensed because you were unsure or influenced by others. This is changing now, because you are being reminded that your awareness is not something to dismiss, but something to honor. When you trust what you sense, you begin to move with a confidence that supports your growth and protects your path. You are being led into a space where your choices will carry greater clarity and your steps will feel more aligned with the direction of your life. This does not mean that every moment will be easy, but it does mean that you will not be lost or without guidance. I am walking with you, guiding you through what is visible and what is hidden, shaping your path in a way that supports your growth and protects your peace. This is why the warning matters, because it keeps you connected to the awareness that allows you to move wisely. Do not overlook what you are being shown now, because within it is the direction that will carry you through what is ahead. You are not being left to figure things out alone, and you are not being placed in a position where you must struggle without guidance. I am present, steady, and intentional, leading you through each moment with care that does not fade. There are patterns in your life that have repeated quietly over time, patterns that you may not have fully noticed because they felt familiar or unimportant. These patterns have influenced your choices, your reactions, and the direction you have taken in moments that mattered more than you realized. I am bringing these patterns into your awareness now, not to burden you, but to free you from what no longer serves your growth. When you see them clearly, you gain the power to choose differently, and that choice becomes the beginning of a new path that leads you into greater peace and clarity. Type 666 to release fear. You are also being guided to understand that not every delay in your life was a setback, because some delays were protection, keeping you from stepping into what was not right for you. There were moments when you felt frustrated, when you questioned why things were not moving as you expected, and those moments carried a purpose you are only now beginning to understand. I was holding you back from paths that would have brought confusion, guiding you away from situations that would have drained your strength, and positioning you for something better. The warning you hear now is connected to that same protection, because I continue to guide you with care that sees beyond what you can see. Type 999 to step into purpose. Why do some 80-year-olds still remember names and conversations clearly, while younger people struggle with brain fog? Researchers claim a simple 7-minute audio paired with a 7-second ritual can reactivate a hidden brainwave linked to mental performance. Thousands say they now experience sharper memory, heightened mental energy, faster thinking and learning every day. Click the link in the comments below before it's deleted forever. There is something important about your attention that you must recognize, because what you focus on grows in influence within your life. When your attention is scattered, your clarity becomes weak and your decisions lose their strength.